Look at that handsome freak that you can't even see any of.
I was just thinking the same thing, buddy.
God, what a freak. So it's Wednesday, so break or die again. You got here fast. Thanks for showing up. Now, I had an idea to try to make this a little more aesthetically pleasing. Because, my god. Real quick, let's see if there is any... Yuck. 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 There's one component I can do, which is the knees on the V2, which I don't really see a reason to remove because they look fine. Ugh. Okay, so there's no component options I can do to make this look slightly better. Not even in the head, huh? Legolas doesn't have one either. Weird. Of course, Gramps has to take off the V-fin, but... No, I'm not gonna adjust the size, because someday I might have to make this. So else I gotta put my shit back on now. I have funnels, so I don't need income, so let's drop Alice back on. I have a little bit of a stuffy nose for some reason, so bear with me as I sound more like a walking nose than usual. Got the Gatling, got the machine gun. More importantly, machine gun has a grenade launcher, so I can either tap it this fast, or MC shooting. Or it just goes this fast. We have funnels out of the Kshatriya arm. Our beam saber combo off the backpack, bread and butter carrying us through this whole game. Alice to the head. Missile pod from the shoulder. Missile pod from the legs. Gatling from the torso. Halberd from the shield, which we can throw for a stun. 2 passive eye fields, Chobham and eye field for damage reduction. And a beam gun from that Kshatriya arm. And of course... Thanks, Casey. So Diebreaker Mark III is sitting at this currently. I think using the Red Ray machine gun is a pretty good choice. It's firing fast enough with enough of a actual kickback. Now, when he's standing still, it doesn't do much. But if I can juggle them into the air, then it starts getting values that staggers them way down. Plus that tap grenade. Okay. Ugh. I don't think we can sustain this torso much longer, honestly. Full open is nice, but it's kind of my weakest piece by a good bit. God, that looks so bad. Just save a quick blueprint for 4, or 3 rather. I suppose now's not the worst time to dive into Chapter 4. make sure we're on hardcore. Hey, we have jumped up to level 33. Yikes. Hopefully the parts are going to jump up too. Don't like that every time I load back in, it knocks it off of hardcore. Alright, Meister's here for some reason, and I don't care. It's a build. Can't tell it ain't. Alright, what can we get here? I see F91, I see Zuda. Maybe maybe I didn't see F91, I'm stupid. Now it looks like this is all 1 year war MSV stuff. So we got Zuda, we have Johnny Rin. I don't have a good reason to even consider Saturn Engine on the back, and I hope I'm not forced to. Woo! Okay, yeah, level 32, I feel that. Ground brakes, thankfully, are still something I can rely on. Oh, maybe I can grab Thunderbolt Torso. That'd be really nice. There's a ground brake. Alright, bypass Psycho. I have enough stock, I can start throwing out funnels. I got a new backpack. Higher level, we can consider that. But I don't know if that's something that'll be useful. Got arm too. Damn, this thing's just bleeding parts. Fortunately, there's nothing really worthwhile in the arm. That arm, at least. It'd be pretty cool if I got the shield arm, though. With the beam cannon. Jeez, if it's been taking this long, I'd hate to see what a perfect grade boss is going to be like. Until I get some better offense. That wasn't the wave? God damn. Yeah, maybe. We have to go without full open. Or hey, maybe I'll pick up a Thunderbolt or so and we can continue full open. Perfecto Zeon. I come to chicken shit to ever take off my repair tool because of hits like that I just took. Oh no, whatever I swapped off, I no longer have heal on hit. Ooh. I wonder if that was my launcher strike arm. Oh. Fuck. Thank you, Casey. Oh, hey, can one of you get up here? Thank you, Meister. You're a deadbeat, but you're our deadbeat. Wasn't a bad use of 3 gauges. More? Oh, just one more. I'm so upset Johnny and Shinzaku's have literally nothing. Even their movement animations are not terribly unique. They're one of the last Action Center videos I made for that reason. They and Charazaku just don't do anything. Gonna have to crowd a little bit. Everything is very deadly right now. And I kind of try to use that to escape, and I'm glad it worked. I still have heal on break, it looks like. And maybe also heal on kill? Action shot. Top off. Or not. Full open is genuinely becoming a useful tool now. Ooh, ground break. Let's skip blue frame altogether. Perfect. I don't have any, like, big booms that I can use for, like a big AoE blast or something. I mean, I have an AoE blast, but I keep accidentally killing myself with it. Wow, that, like, canceled itself. That was weird. Destiny backpack. Hey! That's got some replacement potential. If we are going to... I hate that I just got this damn thing, too. If we are at any point going to be ditching full open, Destiny backpack might be a very strong alternative. Got a lot of stuff going for it. No reason not to have him out if I have the gauge. Chaos, what a funny name. Ooh, okay. That's bad. Thankfully, it looks like these guys got it kind of under control. Yeesh. Should I say no self-revives? Is that a thing I should add? I feel like having to rely on these idiots might make it a little bit harder as well. Because having 3 revives is kind of excessive. Yeah, someone can save my run with the super chat. That's a great idea. Otherwise, no self-revives. I've already used one previously in the run. I'm gonna have to just forgive myself for that. Ugh. Okay. Okay, that's not bad. Ow. My most reliable tool is now getting me in trouble. Rushing into that Beam Saber combo is leaving me exposed to the other two. Can I knock you away? Alright, now who's actually closest to being knocked out? Blue Frame? Just get him out of the way now. If you just get one of these off the table, it's going to become much safer. There we go, Blue Frame's down. wait for them to move. I think maybe I can force a ground break with full open. He blocked a good amount of that. Amatsu thinks I can't see him. It's funny. But might actually be very problematic if I can't target them. Oh god, I can't target them. Oh no. This might be a problem in a minute. Let's focus down red frame so we don't have to worry about it. Ooh, oh no. Oh, okay. That was almost very bad. Let's see if I can't get it down before it can use Raj Parloid again. Because I just realized if I can't auto-target it, I can't stop it from smacking me. Raj Parloid is actually like a death sentence in this mode. God damn. Alright, one more group of cosplayers. The axe is a guaranteed stun, but how am I supposed to aim at him if I'm not locked on? Like, if they go invisible, I can't target them. I have to rely on free aiming, which is ass. I have to just throw out the axe in whatever direction I'm facing. Yeah, luck, pretty much. Ah, I missed a ground break on that. Okay. Up close the damage is actually pretty good on that. Oh, there's Pluma here, too. Neat. Why didn't they ever bother the enemy? You know, I'm thinking of maybe swapping heads soon. Alice doesn't really do a lot for me when I'm getting 999 hit combo repeatedly, and the bonus off of that for damage is better than and supersedes the Hyper Trance. And since I have Gashopsky arm, I don't really need the income, I'm just running a funnel. Like, I suppose I could run both at the same time if I want, but Alice just doesn't really do anything right now. Huh, so apparently coming out of the stun gives them a small degree of protection against my barrage. That's stupid. Yeah, maybe. Just swap to a different head or a better head. Honestly, Kashaprio is not the worst choice in the world. Oh god. Don't. Okay. Thankfully, the AI is stupid and decided to use a movement skill instead of just groundbreaking it. Oh, apparently I'm stupid because I stunned him instead of groundbreaking him. Lagani, yo, what up? Chapter 4 underway. So far, the difficulty spike isn't much different than the end of Chapter 3. but I expect that to pick up quickly. Pretty much as soon as I hit another large boss. I feel like a lot of this is prepped for large bosses. If you do not properly upgrade your damage output, you are going to suffer on this. Axe. As. A. Wowie zowie, builder's rank 9. Alright, so melees. We have a 19 Heat Hawk, which we are totally allowed to get. That is tempting. For guns, we have an 18 machine gun. I'm rocking 13 shit right now. Ooh. That's a pretty good skill, honestly. The EX on this is like a melee move. I really like it. Tempted. And then the Magnum is nothing special because it hates us. I think a melee weapon would be preferable. And honestly, level 19 4-star Heat Hawk? Wild Dance option, cancel combo, attack power. I can put it in my left hand to boost itself. I don't think that's a bad choice. This Twin Blade is probably off the table because it's just too low level. Melee... too clunky. Too low level. So if we're going for a melee weapon, it's Tiger Piercer Heat Hawk. Which between those two, there's no good reason not to take the Heat Hawk. So put that on the table for now and go over guns quick. No, no. No. Maybe. No. This is just... yeah. It's just this, but better. Truthfully, the twin beam rifle will be a little indulgent. I adore it as a skill. It's a big slash using both barrels to project like beam sabers out of the gun. It is actually the coolest thing ever, and it might balance out my other arm. And it would be probably what I take instead of a machine gun, even though it's lower power. It's just so goddamn cool. We're gonna put a pin in weapons. Weapons is gonna be one of these two. Parts. Red Dragon, which has the drag install, which is okay. I think since I'm getting level 19 caps, I can't afford to take anything less than that. So if we eliminate those from the pool... yeah, if I'm getting level 19 cap, I can't afford not to take a 6th level jump, you know? That leaves us the stuff... yeah, mobile gin. I'm not going to take a gin head. There's probably going to be better stuff in here, but just in case, I'll put a pin in that. Torso. Doc, Carl, Jin. Full Armor Thunderbolt 12, which will still be... oh, Redfield, you didn't miss much, man. Just a single mission. Thunderbolt will be like a 6th level upgrade over Heavy Arms, while still keeping full open functional. The alternative is raw stat, which in this case, the stats I'm gaining are going to be pretty much HP. There's nothing else here with utility. The only utility pick is Thunderbolt. So if I just focus on raw stat drops, and the utility of Thunderbolt, that's what I got left. Arm, Chaos, Jin, Red Frame, Perfect Zeong with the 5-finger gun. The income on Zeong arms and Dovin Wolf arms are not great, because while those are out being deployed and shooting at people, you cannot use weapons in that hand. Problematic. Oh, never mind, Twin Beam Rifle Slash. That's what I'm thinking of. This gun does not have that. This gun just has, it's a, yeah, no, fuck that, get out of here. I'm thinking of this arm having the Twin Beam Saber Slash. That would honestly be a lot of value if it wasn't such low level. So, get rid of the funnel arms, because frankly they're not going to do anything for me. I don't have a weapon in that hand. Yeah, I have a weapon in that hand. Fuck that. Get rid of these dudes. Get rid of everything else low level. Okay. Left arm. The only advantage Legend becomes its own shield, but it's not at least level 19, so forget that. Honestly, I don't think left arm's in the cards today. Legs. Legend. Zuda. I got a full armor Thunderbolt from this mission. God damn. Backpack. Amatsu, which has a healing skill and a grapple. It's not terrible, but it's way too low level. Destiny, which has a ton of utility, but is low level. Johnny Backpack, which does literally nothing. A straight upgrade by 1 or 2 levels to my current Thunderbolt, but not anything really worthwhile. And I'm not taking Saturn Engine unless you literally pay me. That's stupid, but I'll use it if you do. And no shields. Okay. So Heat Hawk for weapon. We've decided. That's a no-brainer. Level 19 weapon. I'm kind of thinking updating Torso. Because even though it's not level 19, level 12 is still like 5 or 6 higher than what I'm using on Heavy Arms. And it'll let me continue to take advantage of full open with an upgrade for the rest of the chapter. Conversely, Thunderbolt Arm, but that is way too low a level. Or Thunderbolt Leg, but again, that's way too low a level. Yeah, I think it's going to be a Thunderbolt Torso. It's still an upgrade, because none of these actually do anything but give me more HP. I mean, Jin's got some skills on it, but honestly, it's nothing make or break. Yeah, Thunderbolt Chest will let me continue full open with an upgrade and a cosmetic upgrade. Sadly, that means that was my last accidental self-destruct, and you won't see any more of those. I know, you're heartbroken. Oh yeah, it's level 8 right now. That's going to be a big boost in survivability. And instead of that Beam Saber, we'll throw on that He-Hawk. So, full open is still equipped, which is funny as fuck. And now I can slap on... Yeah, Amatsu or Amatsu Mina is a good consideration. Slap on the missile pod from the torso. And maybe we should just bring Halberd up to a main skill? Yeah. And then this will be my defensive and I don't give a shit palette. Chobham, Eye Field, another Halberd, Beam Gun. Which now the torso shoots its own missiles. Instead of so many machine gun shots, it's 20 missile hits. Acceptable. Like 86k? I'm okay with that. Oh, 40k. Okay, I guess that's okay. Now we have Halberd on main palette. We have the backpack. We have the legs. We have the torso. Now, this new torso one, is it multi-targeting? Yes. So the legs and torso will be able to target multiple enemies while the backpack focuses. Okay. Now, frankly, I don't think Alice is doing anything for me. With the Gatling machine gun hand in hand, I'm very, very easily reaching max hit. So instead of Alice, I might throw on the Incom. Yeah, Incom's probably the answer. How goofy is that together? Yeah, they're doing some work. 20k damage very quickly. Oh, since we got a new cosmetic piece, let's see if Thunderbolt has any component. It doesn't. And now let's see if Heavy Arms has any future-proofed Derive synth. It can turn to a serpent. That's it. Okay. Well, I can't do it anyway because someone paid me to not use anything but Grandpa Derive. So, blah. Kind of weird that you can turn Heavy Arms to a serpent, but yeah, I get it. It might be useful in the future for turning, future runs, turning, like, Heavy Arms' arm into a serpent arm with the Gatling. So, new melee weapon, let's hit 17, which keeps the same difficulty, so hopefully this will be just as breezy. Not exactly doing wild damage, but it'll work. The axes, though. That's doing great damage. Hey, maybe we'll get lucky and grab a Gatling arm off this. just don't like how slow axes attack, but at least the oomph is there. That's a ground break. That's a ground break. That's a ground break. It's a small part of me looking over Titus, and I'm like, nah, we're good. It really doesn't have anything good or practical going on with it. Even if it's one of my favorites. Send out the boys. Imagine if we go back to Legolas Head. I feel like the only time we'd be going for a part without any skill in it is if, like, the level difference is massive. I see that Age 1 backpack, and I can't think of a good reason why I want it. Ooh, give me FX Burst. Got complacent. Pop that full heal. Hey, I got the body. There's some FX Burst. Even though we just got another body. God, I hate the idea of wasting drops. I feel like now the Thunderbolt's gonna be a waste. Here's a ground break. Thunderbolt Torso seems real cozy when there's only one target. All of them colliding at the same time to do some really good part break. Let's see if I can't knock down these demons first. Then I'm free to just hit him with spread skills. Ground break. Hey, new shield. That might be a idea. Truthfully, new Gundam shield's one of the better ones. Oh no. Thankfully my funnel's got me covered. Gundam shield would get me a beam cannon and some missiles. And ground break. High news is good. Gale. I'm on the ground. Yeah, ground breaks are working well. Oh, I need to refresh my ranged weapon. That's definitely probably going to be this mission. I'll pick up something. Maybe even a new gun rifle that has a grenade launcher in it. Oh, is this a perfect raid? Oh, fuck. Well, that's not terrible. I mean, that's not great either. The fact I can bring it down like that's kind of nice. I'm doing some pretty good damage with that. Is this balls? Yeah, it's balls. com. Where the fuck can I hit this thing now? Its legs, I guess. Yeah, Beam Saber combo is absolutely carrying. It's the best EX for this. By far, no competition. Oh, hell, did I do that too early? So none of it got the shield? Get out of here, boys. Woo! Oh, it shot the toesies at me. This might be the easiest large boss I've had so far, surprisingly. And I say that, he does whatever the fuck that is. I really need you to pick me up. Such a bad skill. Ah, I thought I could zoom under it. Oh my god, even one of those? Okay, I gotta just learn to block. I can't get any modules with auto guard. So I'm not using cartridges. Just avoid them entirely. Don't even try to fly through them. Get above this shit. And I should have seen that coming. Oh god, Lynn's almost dead. I need you. You know, this is a lot scarier when I decide that I can't self-revive. Okay, I'm gonna keep... Oh. I'm gonna keep that part targeted. Okay, I don't think I can burn it down in this amount of time. Fuck out of here. Lynn. Faster. And up. Okay. If I hit this weak spot again, I got it. Legitimately hairy. Holy shit. I was actually very close to being a run ender, but Diebreaker Mark III is capable. Maybe, but even then I can't get too close to them under melee because I'm so vulnerable. I take so much goddamn damage. I almost got wiped from that long-range beam blast, and if it wasn't for the eye field, I think I would have. But the eye field taking 10% off every tick, I think, is the only thing that saved me. So we currently have a 19 axe. We could go for a second 19 axe. Or Sasabi Saber. How do we back on Heat Hawk and Beam Sword Axe again after all this time? Oh, I want that, but I can't take that because it's a quest reward. No! Goodbye, Sigmaxis. Okay, goodbye, Hyper. New rifle would be fantastic, honestly. That's less than stellar. No, 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 no. No. Not really. And no on Stungle. So, I think the viable weapon choices are... Sword Axe has a marginally better moveset. I mean, I can equip both at the same time. The only good thing Sword Axe has going for it is the Saber Launcher. That's it. I do think we need a better gun. 1000% we need to upgrade our range firepower too. Which I think new is going to be the answer, because it's still fast while having the grenade launcher. Hyper Dodge doesn't do anything special. It's a long rifle. And frankly, it doesn't do a whole lot trait-wise either. We'll put a pin in it, but I think the answer is going to be new rifle. 19 Sinanju head, 19 Jigen head. And that Jigen Vulcan's actually very good. 14 Legolas, we meet again. I can say confidently the Gaffrins are out. Darkhound is out. FX is out. Jagadoga's out. Gale just doesn't do anything. I'd rather have the Vulcans, if anything. Put a pin in it. Body. Lots of big stats, but considering... Oh, Age FX Torso 19... Shit. This makes me feel so terrible that we just took Thunderbolt Torso. And then Age 119 with the Racist Nuke. Racist Missile is like a guaranteed parts out on any high-grade size enemy. Gaffrin's whatever. Limiter Disengage is not great, I'll be honest about that. It's got a unique trance to it, with unique, like, visuals. But otherwise, the actual attack you do for it is not stellar. So those are by far my two strongest torso options. FX and normal. FX Burst Mode and C Funnels. Or Racist Nuke. Right Arm, which is currently Chobham. Gaffrin 17 is on the table. I will keep Hainu there just for stats till we explore more. Left Arm. Sadly, I did not get any max level Gaffrin, or else I would have jumped on that in a goddamn heartbeat. Now that 17 Gaffrin is still super tempting, because that is boosting my range, it is boosting my melee, it is boosting my arm part, it is giving me Beam Saber combo back, but I think I need both of them to use that. And unless someone super chats, I'm not allowed to take two of the same part. Titus does need both, and it's not good. Gyaradoga doesn't do anything. Put a pin in this arm. Legs. Unless there's something absolutely remarkable. Which there's really not. Though Age 1 would give me the Beam Shank as a grab, as well as a stun and saber throw. Just Funnels, Sabi Backpack, and Nightingale Backpack doesn't do a lot. Jigen literally does nothing. We can afford to put that in the back burner for now. 2 more C Funnels to add to the C Funnel mix. Yeah, backpacks are a bust. Shield, unfortunately, these are too low level to really matter when I already have a shield of a similar level that I can throw axes from. That's a cozy one, but... Okay. So I think new rifle needs to be, because we already have a level 19 melee, giving a second level 19 melee is not going to give us any kind of statistical bonus. But raising our long range up that much is going to be a huge boon. Weapon is going to be new rifle. Body part. I can't justify swapping my head out right now. Not when these are the options presented to me. It really needs to have something better going on. Body makes me incredibly angry, but might just be the best option in the end. Right arm, currently occupied by Chobum. I'd have a level 17 Gaffrin. I don't think I can use Beam Saber combo, which is unfortunate. But it would give me a level 17 gun, a level 17 saber. But those are kind of worse than what I have now. If this was level 19, I think it would be more of a cinch. More of like a guaranteed grab. Because in that case, I'd be getting a 19 rifle for free. As well as a 19 melee and a bunch of other shit. So I'm sorry, Gaffrin. I don't think you're it. God, if you were just a couple levels higher, I could really, really justify grabbing you. So age 1 normal legs would lose missiles, but I'd gain another stun and a shank. That's not really feeling much right now, though. I fucking hate that we're already replacing our body. It feels like we just wasted that entire Thunderbolt drop when I could have gotten like the Thunderbolt arm or something. But I'll get a good burst to replace it. So the question is, Racist Missile or Racist Missile plus C funnels? You'll want to be a race car? Like, FX Burst is pretty good. And it modifies skills. If I get an FX arm in the future, it will make that FX arm skill better. Okay, so I already have funnels covered. I already have remote weapons at the wazoo. I already have installs. This thing, though, will not only clear out fields, but hit multiple zones on bosses at the same time. I think I'm gonna have to go for Racist Missile. Which is fine, because I'm Age's strongest soldier, so I love Age parts. I think Age 1 is by far the best Grandpa clone. Ever. So we say goodbye to full open. Shit, that looks really good. Now, though, we're not as slave to certain options. As nice as that Thunderbolt backpack was to pick up, it's not, like, mandatory now. So I think I'm going to be replacing definitely the Red Beret with the new rifle. That's just like a straight upgrade. And the question is, do I want to finally get rid of the Gatling? This has served me well for a very long time, but it's currently bringing down the overall damage of my rifle by having it equipped, because it averages out the two weapon strengths. Let's do a quick damage test in here and see what we got going on. First off, put on Racist Missile. Ah, damn, I lost those really good missiles, too. Guess at this point I'll put on the Head Vulcans. Except I want them on square, because it's easier to use them with other skills. So currently as is. How much racism does this missile do? 82,000. It does more than the full open did. And has a blast radius big enough to catch all three, and instantly part out all three. Yeah, this is staying for a while. So if Racist Missile is doing... Oh god, I gotta make that back to one dude. Racist Missile does 82k. My missile options... Now let's do this clean. What am I doing? I'm the tester. Why am I doing this Mickey Mouse shit, not doing it clean? Everything tested from starting position neutral. 8,000. 82 and 8. $82, 8 and 8. We'll call it 82, 8 and 8. Now, let's grab our income as well for a test. 82, 8, 8, 2,500. If I remove my Gatling, $99, $96, $93, $30. Yeah, okay. Damn, so that Gatling was cost me like 20% overall damage. Sadly, I can't do MC shooting with this compared to the Red Beret Rifle, since Red Beret Rifle was capped a grenade and hold the machine gun. But that grenade launcher is still going to be a useful follow-up. And I can still MC shooting a little bit with the burst fire. Try to keep the damage up. But that's like a 20% boost in power just by dropping the Gatling. We got new paint as well. Let's check that out real quick. We got Akai, which isn't terrible. We got Command, which isn't terrible. We got Full Armor Knight, which isn't terrible. We got some Grazes. Exia. Kyrios. Ooh, Kyrios is kind of nice. Gyan, that's actually really good looking. Damn. I might even take the knees off those legs. And Zagok. Which is like, what the fuck are we doing? I don't know. Kind of feeling it. Maybe because both arms are actually symmetrical for once. But then there's no... There's the details on the arm don't come through anymore. At least with Kyrios, I still have the details on the arm. Oh, hold on. Goosh and Rebake's starting to look okay now. Now, here's a silly question. If I were to make this gosh dang backpack disappear... Blah. Honestly, kind of looks better without the knee pads. What happens when I use Beam Saber combo? It shows back up briefly. Same when I use the backpack missile, but only briefly. I love the idea that all my fucking propulsion is coming from that Kshatriya arm. Tell me that's not great. This thing's literally carrying me. Oh, that looks so good. I think I've turned around on it. Having that be my only propulsion is kind of amazing. I just hope I don't get to the end of the game with it, because trying to find a high-grade Kshatriya and sacrificing one whole arm to this project will drive me crazy. I don't know. I'm kind of feeling it. I guess the head will have to change at some point. God, I'm so angry we wasted our first mission drop on this bullshit. Can we do anything with that torso? That is a grandpa torso. Ooh, 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 hello. Now, the only problem is I'm not going to have any of these parts. But I assume these recipes work the other way around. So if I pick up a high-level Knight Gundam torso, I could turn it into a full armor knight. If I pick up a G3, I can turn it into a Chobum. If I pick up a Ball, I can turn it... That's funny. I can turn it into an Atlas. I could grab Perfect Gundam, but that doesn't really do anything. Full Armor Unicorn would be something, but I would need a regular Unicorn. If I pick up a Zeta torso, I can turn it into a double Zeta. So this is something to keep in mind in the future, at least. If I grab any of these parts at higher level, Ball, Gun Cannon, Unicorn, Zeta, G3, Knight, I could use this leftover torso to turn them into something. If I get a high-level Grandpa, I could turn it into a Easy 8. If I get a high-level Afreet, I could turn it into a Blue Destiny. Because that'll be ground type plus something. Musha Mark II, I could technically get Shin Musha. Yeah, it works the other way around. If I get a high-level ground type, I can turn it into an easy 8. If I get a high-level Grandpa, I can turn it into an easy 8. Let's keep that in the back of our head for the... Oh my god, that looks so stupid. Let's keep that in the back of our head for the future. Yeah, but I'll have to intentionally choose that ball part just to get an Atlas torso that won't do anything. You feel me? Something might be able to turn into Kshatriya, but I don't know the recipe and I can't do it because of the super chat. I won't be able to fully fill out my body again this run, because I've already wasted 1 drop on a torso twice. God, that makes me upset. Well, let's go take down 18. Difficulty stays the same. I feel like this whole chapter is going to have a level 19 cap. I know this stage. Pretty sure there's some decent stuff in here. Stop bullying me. Okay, that was worth it. That was worth picking up. I feel like I've lost some of my pressure. And I think I'm going to have to build around this awakening now. Hey, get back over here with the other freaks. Somehow he blocked that. I think I'm going to be relying on my beam gun a lot more than I used to, honestly. Now that I don't have constant range pressure. Yeah, putting on the subarm skill. You're talking about the full armor Thunderbolt one that gives me the boosted defenses, right? The one that makes the shields magically appear. Gonna nip this one right in the bud. Ah, damn it, I didn't get there fast enough. You saw that parted out all three of them. I'm not getting as much EX gauge, though, as I used to. I'm getting more Awakening gauge, I feel like, but I'm not getting nearly as much EX. To the point where I feel like I can't keep dumping it into funnels constantly like I was. Then again, I feel like the funnels are more sustainable when they're already out. Like, their hits kind of refund themselves pretty well. Okay, get down here. And that's how we do it now. I'm so... Okay. I'm no longer mad that we have H1. Now I'm just mad that we've made the Kshatriya arm work. Visually and thematically. That makes me mad. We should also keep an eye out for a few very nice glitch parts. Specifically, Heavy Arm's right arm, whichever one has the knife on it, and Aegis. Aegis legs. Aegis legs still to this day have a bug where their scissor kick deal, their kick combo, does not use its own cooldown. You can just cast it infinitely. I just got a real shithead idea. We might be able to use that old Cubile arm in the future to craft a higher level Kshatriya. I'm racist against build. Come on, everyone over here. I want to catch more than one of you. There you go. Okay, that bypassed a good chunk of his HP. I'm a little more afraid these days of going in with the Beam Saber combo, just of how fragile I'm becoming. My defense and HP is rapidly not keeping up with what they can throw out. I mean, why not? It's part of the game. They haven't fixed it in over a goddamn year. And it's part of my knowledge base that I'm taking advantage of. I'm using my knowledge of the game I've picked up through hundreds of hours of exhaustive bullshit research to get a little edge up, you know? It's not like I can use them forever. They'll eventually, you know, level out. But Heavy Arms Army Knife is a Beam Saber combo that does not use its cooldown. It's only wave 2, so I don't want to use my nuke yet. Now, let's see what a racist missile will do to this thing. Oh. Oh no! Gang, we're gonna have a bad time. Who else forgot these were a thing? Alright. And drop. And avoid both of them. You can't say I'm not good at this shit. Oh no. I think all... Ooh. I think all my Awaken is built off of breaking parts. And that's why I don't have any. Apparently taking damage is also a great way to build my gauge. But I don't want to take damage, Papa. Oh, I was out of booster. Shit. Taking damage is really good, though. Take advantage of this. And drop. Oh, hey, fellas. Yeah, you don't get to hit me like that. Hit your buddy instead, dumbass. It's okay, the Awaken will heal me. I just need to get it. Can I get both you dudes together? Nope, let's just focus on Gramps. That did nothing to Gramps' virus shield. Nope! Get out! Will any of you believe that was on purpose? Because, yeah, I'll take the praise. Alright, Gramps' virus shield's almost down. Oh, wow, Tau! Way to fucking go! Get out! I'm gonna try to focus down Gramps. No Vulcans. Yeah! Yes, Vulcans! Never mind! Vulcans rule! Fuck yeah, Vulcan! And to the right. And back. Where's Gramps? That's okay. That was entirely worth it. You say it's going better, but I'm on, like, the edge of my fucking seat, dude. This is the hairiest I've ever had a boss battle in this game. And I'm doing it. Let's just all acknowledge that I'm doing it. You can't tell me I'm not the greatest breaker. I gotta keep Unicorn in sight. I'm tempted to block that just to get the Awaken. That was kind of worth it. No Vulcans. Vulcans are how we die. Okay. Now I need some help out here since he's alone. Into NTD. I remember last time. NTD Unicorn does not give, like, any openings to hit his weak points. Hey Justin, what up? I'm having the most exciting and hardest breaker boss fight I've ever had in my entire time with this game. Hey Melga, thanks for stopping by. Like, I was barely dodging attacks from both of them at the same time, and it was awesome. No. Yeah, Racist Missile is doing numbers. Racist Missile is the best thing to happen to me, and I'm not sure what I would be doing without it in this. Block. I blocked it, though. Oh, because I blocked it, I didn't take enough damage. I didn't get, Awaken off it. Did I block the Vulcans? Yeah, but I won't get Awaken. And up and over. You think you're hot shit, but I know how to dodge your attacks. Yeah, Green Awakening gave me an instant heal. I'm not close enough to... I'm tempted to not pop the heal. No, I have to. Oh god, I thought he was in a stun state. And up and over. I have ingrained your bullshit beam magnum patterns into my brain. I should have actually taken that one. Yes. Feed me Awakening. So, do I take the safe hit and get my Awakening? I am, right now. Funnels are out. Because Gage has been a premium back when he and Grandpa were both out. And I really need it for Beam Saber combo. Alright, wait for him at opening. I'll take that. Yeah, that was worth it. No matter what it's called, Beam Saber combo has been the single best asset I've had this entire run. Whether it's on Thunderbolt backpack, whether it's on anything else. Alright, I'm looking for a backpack, I'm looking for a head. I wouldn't also mind a second gun. $13 GM Beam Saber? Maybe. I think I'm going to get more mileage. Oh my god, please. I can't take that because we're stupid. But... so anything not 19 is not worthwhile. Tap Grenade Machine Gun is worthwhile. This will get my Gauge acquisition back, as well as be a huge boost So, yeah, too low level. Both of these are off the table. We're going to be grabbing that Zakukan machine gun. There's no question. I just don't think the double carbine is worth it. If it had a Jirobi, maybe. But I'm pretty sure it's just a regular charge shot. Now, Double O Daiba head, which has no skills, which is sad. Nodley head, which has no skills, which is sad. Powered cardigan, which would be Vulcan's, but HP per second, 0.5% per second, is not terrible. Since I'm really only looking for 19s, we're going to put a pin in these. Body. Yeah, right. Like, I'm going to pick something else. Then again... No, forget that. Yeah, I hovered over Super Fumina head back a couple chapters ago for like 10 minutes, and I hemmed and haw about, well, if somebody gives me a super chat, I'll have to... No one took the bait. No one took the bait. Daiba arm, Dynamis arm, Double O arm, Super Fumina, which actually has really good skills. That dummy balloon is pretty good, I'll admit. New rifle. Nah. So I'm pretty much going to ditch everything that's not 19, and then see if there's anything worth using. I've pussyfooted... If I can get... Okay, so that Derive Merge condition is just for me, because Amma paid for it. I can't use anything that doesn't have Grandpa DNA. You can Derive Merge whatever the hell you want. Damn. You know what I was really, really hoping for? Build Burning Legs. Build Burning Legs genuinely fuck. And I'm a little upset we don't have them. Yeah, but you should only be following the rules that are placed in, not like the write-in rules. God, Quanta does so much shit. But we're not taking it. It has the same subarm skill that... No, that counts, dude. You can make a better H2 torso that way. With B30 and H2. It has the same subarm skill as full armor, and it has a really useful railgun. I'd be trading the missiles for the railgun, but then I wouldn't have beam saber combo anymore. I can't. Gen field on a shield is tempting. But I don't think we're at the point that we need to put a new shield on yet. So the only head that'll actually do something useful is going to be Power Gym Cardigan. Which is good, but... My problem with going Power Gym backpack is that I'm losing Beam Saber combo if I do that. Beam Saber combo is currently tied to Full Armor Thunderbolt. can we secure another Beam Saber combo somewhere? We could with Bill Strike Legs. We'd be losing the missiles off of V2 Buster. May gives me a stun and a shield. I think just a fresh head is going to be a decent solution. Exia arm for what? Oh, the Vulcan, the Beam Saber throw. You'd really make me get rid of my beautiful Kshatriya. Unbelievable. The thing that ties the entire build together. I think head is the answer today, so we can just get ahead of having a decent head. And then I need to focus on replacing Beam Saber combo somewhere. If Build Strike Legs did something else besides just Beam Saber, I would consider it. But I cannot afford to get rid of that EX without having a replacement for it. You dig, you dig? Yeah, you dig. Plus, it's going to make Diebreaker Mark IV look more visually distinct. Now, out of curiosity, what is my recipe currently for Cubalay Arm? I need to turn it into Mark II using Dovin, and then I assume Mark II turns into Kshatriya. Since I'm never going to take a Dovin arm, that means I'm pretty much at a dead end. Shame. Hey, hold on. Hold on. This is looking pretty good. And then I'd like to put the new rifle in the opposite arm, so I can have the tap fire grenade on right. Yeah, I've seen one Jagadoga drop so far. So, my propulsion is entirely carried by my arm, which is funny. I have tap fire grenade, which is perfect. And then machine gun to try to get some awakening in the XDH up. And then I can MC shooting the grenade launcher. Which I can't do with this one, sadly. Vulcans are not the fast style, but they'll still do. Something to always be using and doing as I'm doing other actions. It's bonus gauge, it's bonus break, it's bonus damage. There's no reason not to be using Vulcans while doing anything else. And then Subarm unfortunately summons the backpack back. But it's going to be survivability. I'm going to have to do something about that paint, though. Maybe I can find a better preset for this. Damn, that guy, didn't know you went that hard. Something I won't mind looking at when it pops up and will still make the shields vibe, you know? Something neutral that still has color to it. Now, will that turn them into GM shields? Because that'll look good if so. Hell, maybe I'll just go GM paint. No, they're just blank. Damn. You know what? Why not default? Oh, you're looking stuff up? Oh, that's a shame. Yeah, that's pretty good. Now, how small can I make this invisible backpack before it matters? Let's run to 100 and see if that will still have the shields away from my body. Yes, barely. But frankly, that's enough. And it makes the backpack a lot less intrusive. Maybe we'll play around with some colors at the end again. One, two, three, four. Okay, so we still have another mission after this one. Funky beat. That's pretty good looking. HOV, good thing I still have missiles. Good thing they're stupid, too.
No, get off there.
Dark Army, that would be a cosmetic choice for the head. Honestly, if they had that instead of Jim Cardigan, I would consider it.
Excuse me, are you whipping the HLV? Stop that.
Bye. Have fun in space. Oh, no. Still have God, apparently. My muscle memory is not working. I keep trying to hold the new rifle, like I did with the Gatling, and then tap the machine gun, and I need to be doing the opposite. As Zeta, I can make a double Zeta torso from that, which will be functionally identical to a Zeta torso. So there's no reason to do it.
wait for him to get up just so there's no iframes or anything. Funnel, stop it. Let him down. Funnels. God damn it. If I had my choice, I would pick up a specific melee weapon, and that would be Sinanju Tomahawk. Sinanju single Tomahawk. And I would use that shit as far as you can carry me. That is the perfect moveset for what I want. Yeah, but I'm pretty sure you also weren't running, like, 14 levels below cap. Because you have stupid idiot brain problems and decided this would be fun. I am glad that you were all entertained. Mistakes and miracles, man. That's what this whole build is. What funny arm. I can't afford another funny arm. Gun tank, get out of here. It's not safe. I mean, if it's the one that actually has the grab on it, that might be something. I'm gonna miss Chobham, though. The look has grown on me. I know the defensive skill's not, like, anything super special, but... Oh, it's the GB4 crew! All these losers are newly added to GB4! Wouldn't it be funny if I... just like, I don't know. The only mobile suit to defeat the aerial. I love how the English trailer of it with Meister's voice actor, he refused to say the name of the units in English. The main mobile suit from the Witch from Mercury. Like, he didn't want to commit to saying Z or she or Kashai or Kai or whatever the fuck its name is. God forbid you say Diribold. Okay, get a good shot. Beautiful. Gonna snatch that shit from the stream. Rank 11. Rank 11! I'll just start talking like that. I wouldn't mind a slightly different kind of weapon, but I have a good one at high level, so I don't really need to fuck around. All y'all hit the trash. This is unique, at least. I'm not taking club-shaped beam rifle, so I guess a second melee weapon is what I'm grabbing today. Heads! We just took one, but unless there's something really remarkable here, we're gonna keep it at that. At this point, not being at level caps is a liability. No, not in this game, it don't. That's GB3. Body. I doubt there's going to be anything remarkable, especially since we have Raceless Missile. Yeah. Chunker Honkin' Dodonkin is a skill, certainly. Right arm. Ooh, armed armor. But it's only level 12, so no Chaos Dunk for us. Phoenix Beam Tonfa. Yeah, Dragon Head does have a martial art. I'll give it that. But it was too low level for me to consider. Daryl, which I did consider in the past, just because of Ambika. Ambika's a really good melee skill. Did we not get the... Yeah, we didn't get the Dock Claw. What a shame. If you weren't level 12... I would absolutely drop Kshatriya for this. Rose Hurricane's stupid. Daryl might still be on the table. Sad I didn't get a left Daryl. I would have loved a right Daryl. Dark Army legs. It'll be a look. That'd be kind of nice, but unfortunately I can't take it. And I still don't have anything that can replace Beam Saber combo. Damn, I'm really not hitting any good options here. But it's low level, and I think you need both for that. I know you need it for all range. I know Ambika would be great, because that pretty much combines the sub-arms with a strong melee support all in one. But it's only 15. Which means it's going to get outdated very quickly, with no good way to derive into it. The only decent leg is Dark Army, and that would just be for cosmetic or more HP recovery per second. It's good cosmetic, but Q-Blade butt. It's a really bad dash, though. Unicorn backpack, but that's kind of a straight downgrade from what I'm using. Phoenix Armor just has an option. Not a way to dump my EX gauge. I think I might grab Daryl. It will still be higher level than what I have. And Bika is going to do a lot for me, I'm not going to lie. No, we just got a level 19 head look. I'm not going to waste 2 drops on just visuals, you know? Hair. And you can't make me. I mean, you can make me, but you can't make me. Yes, Ambika works with one arm. I'm almost completely positive. I'm not positive about Beam Saber, but I do know that all range requires both. Why couldn't you have been the other arm? It's not the level I want it to be, but it's the best option I have. And sometimes we just gotta take what we can get, right? And then for melee weapon, I guess I'll grab either Chevalier or Carl Saber. Chevalier does have a cool moveset, but that is just stronger because of its skills. By a large degree. I'm just going to take that instead. So, Carl Saber, Daryl Arm. I'm pretty sure I also found out in the past that the number of Mbikas doesn't affect the damage coming out to it. It might affect the frequency of the hits, though.
I'll lose eye field. And I lose the beam gun. Also, let's slap on that saber. Nope, nope, nope. I want left hand. Ambika! Fuck yeah! It does the same thing as subarms that reduces incoming damage, as well as just does damage on contact, too. Isvara Type A can actually be used as well, as long as I don't want to use the new rifle. And frankly, I'm not really doing much with the new rifle. Oh, but my saber's in that hand. Yeah, so here's the problem with incom arms. Cool, my arm is flying around attacking people. Isn't that awesome? I can't use my saber. I can't use my left-hand gun. More importantly, though, Ambika, which not only gives me boosted defense like subarm, but does ticks of damage on contact. This thing's incredible. It might be my favorite EX in the game, honestly. I know HFX does the same thing, but, like, this is so much more efficient and cooler. I technically have a funnel back. Just, I'll have to switch to using right-handed shit. Wow, does that last for, like, no fucking time? Is that a goddamn 15-second funnel for one gauge? It's strong, but... Fellas, we're looking really tight right now. Like, this is looking attractive. So what do I really lose? I lose 3% damage. If I move the saber over to this arm. Oh, I have to have something in that hand to equip it. Dumbass. Unless I have, like, a Gatling in the other hand, I kind of feel like it evens out. I'll just have to mentally get used to using triangle for melee instead of square. We gotta do something about that backpack. Should I bother to equip Gushin again visually? That kind of looks like in a good spot when Ambika's out. I can't put Gushin Shield on your back? This is like the only one you can't do that with.
Damn. That's stupid. Is it because I don't have a backpack? It is because I don't have a backpack. That's still stupid. Okay, Diebreaker Mark IV is looking sick. Let's just see if we can't get a quick update on paint. It might be something a little bit better. I want to see how Gushed Rebake looks, and you can't stop me. Except for those boots, that looks great. I mean, even the boots aren't deal breakers, right? Hey, hold on now. That looks pretty good, too. Yeah, I can see that. Let's just run from the top, since we just unlocked Double O Riser. Hey, Double O Riser doesn't look bad either. That guy looks amazing. Put a fucking pin in that. Daryl looks great, actually. Dom looks great. That's a really nice shade of blue. Jimmy looks pretty good. Jimmy 3 looks pretty good. Jinx makes the age symbol purple, which is kind of nice. No one suggested Goof, so we're never going to touch it again. Grandpa's okay. And nobody recommended Goof. Kuros has it looking like Galeon. Oh, thank God Mark II looks terrible. We don't have to go back to it. Jin is just such a good paint scheme. Huh. Don't really hate that either. But I think Act Guy is a winner. I want to see what it looks like without the backpack. Yeah. Guy and Gian's kind of okay too. So left arm or legs or backpack is what I really, really need to grab out of this mission. I just feel like there's not enough separation here. Like, even Jim is solid. Because it makes the Ambika Gym Shield color. Oh, yeah, I am sorry, but I think that just secured it for me. Because look at that. Gym Shield Ambika. Chobum colored Chobum. Now, how about if I turn the knee pads back on? Yeah, they can stay. No, they can't. I need to break up the color. Also, Daryl, what's your adjustment? You don't have one. Okay. It'd be funny if you could turn off the Chobum. Do you have one powered gym? Is it the aerial? Why would I want to get rid of the aerial? The aerial's awesome. Are you stupid? Alright, the last mission. We bumped up to 35. Oh god, this is with Dong Zhuo, isn't it? I can get some Dongers parts. I have no more need of Luo Yang. Let the city burn. Well, it doesn't drop level 35 stuff, per se. It's still probably going to drop 19 at most. I think the Buster Butt is working really well for this. Oh, so I'm going to have nothing but SD drops? Shit. And since it's a target mission, the only parts that matter are the ones off the target. Ambika online. Yeah, so I'm only getting SD drops off of Yami Shogun, off of Captain. There's no point in fighting anything else here. Can I use Beam Saber combo and Isvarda together? Well, once I get enough gauges to actually try that, I'll try it. I assume it just makes a floating saber. New base strike rifle would be pretty cool. I think it looks to be one of the cooler rifles in the game. The one that's the Agni with the dragon mouth. Oh yeah, I just have a floating saber. Funny! Okay. I can do some stuff with Musha Mark II and Grandpa parts. We have potential, and we have a full set of Grandpa parts. Right, there's no reason to even touch my second pane of skills. That's kind of sad. Oh, I got the lame sword. Not even the Tanegashima. Yeah, there's some good stuff on there, and it's the only, like, one of the only machine gun options I know of. We're looking good, guys. We look phenomenal. Might as well use it now so it's ready for dongers. What? But you're just a little guy. What do you mean you still got parts? Truthfully, if I can get a Beam Saber backpack combo or something with something to dump my EXs into, I would not mind keeping the legs because I think they really bring this shit together. And it's a good skill. Get back here. If I can get a saber with Twin Blade, like Justice, Infinite Justice, I would love that. Being able to do the helicopter as I have regular saber routes, and as Mbika's going off. I love how the knife blade was just hovering there for a second. I'm not racist against SDs. Actually, I might be. This would be a really easy clear if I just launch a missile at them. Still a little upset that this thing only lasts like 15 seconds. But it does good damage. And with the funnel buff, it's significantly better than it used to be. Actually doing a fair number of hits. Yeah, Beam Saber would be nice. But at the same time, I don't want to lose both my arms, so I'll no longer use the funnel. If you have 2 wired income arms equipped at the same time, 2 Zeongs, 2 Dovenwolfs, 2 Gerals, you are forced to launch both of them if you try to launch them. You cannot launch just one. And with both out, you no longer have handheld weapons. I'm gonna nuke this fucking dinosaur. Ooh, Kami. That's okay, we make mistakes. Like me not having Mbika up for bonus defense. Yeah, having dinosaur parts would have been rad. Oh, here we go, dino time. I don't remember what you're doing. Yeah, so I was gonna wait before I launched the nuke. Oh no! I broke his legs already! Ooh, ooh. Good time for the battery on my headset to be low. I'm gonna wait for the next attack. Damn boy. And then make a quick pause so I can plug in my headset to the charger. Alright. Just so I don't lose volume and you don't lose anything. Oh, apparently you can't go near him. That sucks. Yo. Wait, Don't break it. Don't break it. Not until he gets back up. We can get a second phase out of this. There you go. Ooh, floor is lava. Oh! Okay, I underestimated dongers. Thankfully, my team is there for me. Tail? Huh, tail weak point. I'm actually caring about weak points a lot more than I used to. Case in point, I never even noticed he had that one before. Bye, dongers. Yeah, this build is absolutely there. We have made it to an effective build. Let's see how fast it gets fucking wiped out next chapter. I wouldn't mind an F91 backpack. VSBR is pretty cool. It's a good dump of your EX skill, too. Alright. Not a lot going on here. I got the thing I wanted, but... which has a burst action, which is cool. But at the same time... yeesh. Honestly, I don't need another melee weapon at 19. I'll probably take this just for novelty. So, no heads that really accomplish much. No bodies that accomplish much. Can't use Night Unicorn right. Captain has a rocket launcher, which is kind of cool. But we'd be giving up Chobum and the level's just not there. Left arm is on the same issue. The wrong legs to have a good skill from. And no backpacks that actually do anything. What the fuck? And we didn't even get the good shield for Night Unicorn. Damn, that would have actually been a really good pull. Or even if we got Night Shield. Ugh. Do we not get any donger parts either? Really? I mean, that looks cool, but it's worse than what I'm doing. Wow, what an absolute waste of a run. Musha would give me a stat increase, but that's about it. I can't take that. Not that I would. Captain's too low a level. I think I'm going to take a Musha part for, like, future-proofing... I really wish I got Musha Backpack. Now, I'm going to take Musha Mark II because I can actually Derive Merge that into something. Otherwise, none of these are worth picking up. None of you will do anything for me. Full stop. Did I just fucking sell the Musha torso like an idiot? Unconsciously? Oh no, so I can't even do anything with that. Oh, I'm stupid. I sold the Mark II torso. I was despairing at how nothing is fucking here. Couldn't it have been God Maru leg, so I at least get some good skills? Well, Captain is a grandpa, right? Maybe I can Derive Merge something with that. God, you couldn't have been a higher level to look good? Where's Return to Zero? And I got the wrong shield on top of it. This is really some terrible RNG. Like, Night Unicorn shield would have been great. Well, I don't need a katana. And this looks cool. So, yep. Yeah. Man, what a cow bummer. I might have been able to do something with the Mark II torso if I actually kept it. Maybe I could have made a Musha Mark I or something. The level cap has been increased. So all this shit's about to be outdated anyway. I can turn it into command by using Knight. Okay, so they just go about the trio? That's it? Well, at least we have a cool guy that does cool things, right? Might as well take this out for a spin quick. You couldn't even been a high level. Now, being a beam style rifle, the only thing it has is the Droby. It has no regular shots, you have to hold it. You look like a dork when you do it. And the burst action is actually pretty bad. You see what I mean? It does not account for elevation in any way. You get like 3 pentagrams though. That's kind of cool. That's kind of cool, but how's that better than Racist Nuke? Maybe if it, like, somehow used up less Awakening? But it don't. It don't even fully part out, either. Which is a shame, because this build could use, like, an underslung weapon for visuals. And that's Diebreaker Mark IV, at least. We have something really nice for the end of this chapter, but unfortunately it's probably going to all be replaced pretty soon. The damn backpack still haunts us from last session. We can't even fill out our option palette anymore. I really like this otherwise. That's a shame. Alright, let's get some glamour shots. Thank you all for turning out and joining me, by the way. This is always fun. This is always super fun. Chapter 3 video should be up pretty quick. I'm not quite done with it, but I'm pretty close. And I'll start working on the Chapter 4 video, and we'll probably do this again on Sunday. Hey, Jin, you're looking pretty good. Like, actually pretty good. All the missile pods are colored. I don't hate Jin. But then again, Jin's kind of cheating for paint schemes. It's really good. Ooh, I like how Leo has the armor as a brown armor. Yo, hold on, I like that a lot. You know what I mean? The lighting sucks, but I really kind of like that. Then again, Justice pretty much does the same thing. Anything else new? Nope, only Leo. Okay. Kind of like how bold Daryl looks, even if the backpack looks terrible. But then you also have the booties, which kind of throw it off. I do want something that has color separation on the arms. Just to separate the Chobham from everything else. Which is why Jim works so well. I guess Jinx is there too, but... I just like how Jim makes the Ambika an actual Jim shield. We are still surviving. Now that I've shut off the rule for self-revives, I feel like we've gone to a very more dangerous place. Like, some of these boss fights seem genuinely scary. If I know that if my partner goes down and I go down, it's game over. Here comes the giant fist! That's not bad. I'm gonna leave that on there for a second. All in all, the build's not bad. I have some of this, too. I can pretty much put together everything but the Daryl bald arm. That's it. Maybe instead of making the final build, I'll be like, hey, everyone vote on what build I should make. Because Diebreaker Mark IV has kind of captured my heart, you know? And then it was like, vote on which one you want me to build, and then I'll just fucking build it in real life. Halt, my invincible breaker. Too bad there's no good angle to get everything in the shot at once. And still see the yellow in the slits. I could fuck around with my thumbnail cheat. I do have a cheat code for thumbnails. I like how sassy that looks. Oh, that's pretty good too. Here comes the giant fist. Everyone uses this goddamn pose. Too bad I can't deploy the Ambicas either. Alright, so here's a good cheat code. I like that actually, but there's no good angle for it. If you want to make some good-looking thummies, first find a custom pose you like and use the custom pose frame to get it in whatever perfect position you want. Frankly, that's pretty good. It shows off all of the mobile suit. Put a pin in that. If you didn't know you could do this, you could do this. And it matters what frame you're on. That's a pretty good one too. But it'd have to be like angled upwards, like it's dashing. Oh, I like that. From that angle. Anyway, find something that looks good. Which I swear I will. I don't want to cover the age device. Yeah, that's pretty good actually. Right there. That's a great one. Back out and apply that as your custom pose. Head to the lobby. Check out your player card. Get in whatever position you want it to be in. Don't go back here like an idiot. And if you like how that's looking, start a recording on your PlayStation, and after a second or two, enter the menu, and then exit the menu. And you will have like 2 or 3 frames when the profile card is leaving, where all the UI is gone, and you're left with the background and your Gunpla. That's how I made every single one of my thumbnails for the Breaker 4 learning stuff. Is doing that. And then I'd download the video, I'd find the frame that has all the UI gone and only the background and the Gunpla, and then I just take a screenshot of it and use that as a thumbnail. No one else seems to have figured that out, because I was the only one that was doing that shit. It's kind of funny. But say something nice about Diebreaker Mark III, or Mark IV rather, because we're gonna head off and grab something to eat. And we'll pick this up again, I don't know, like Sunday? If plans change, I'll tell you, but guaranteed Wednesday again. Sunday, probably. Expect to see Chapter 3 video up pretty soon. When it does go up, please, please, please hype it. It does so much for me. It helps so much to hype the video. And then, yeah, I guess see you next time. Thank you so much for hanging out and joining me. You guys rule. How are there 25 of you?